Hey, Edward, how you doing? Just checking in with everybody, see how you're doing today. Sunday, it's another crappy day here in Port Huron, as you can see. It's not the nicest weather, but it is what it is. I can't change it. Lynn keeps telling me, don't worry about it because you can't make a difference. You can't change what it is. So, uh, let me get a few things set up here. Okay, got rid of the emojis. Now, got to go over here and get the invite. Max there, how you doing? And there's the link if anybody would like to join me this not so bright Sunday morning. It's about 7 minutes before 9 o'clock. Hadn't heard from anybody, so I decided, well, let's get the show on the road and see who's here. Got to plug in the old phone, get it charging. There's some guys out there fishing in the middle of the river. And they must be in snowmobile suits. It's temperature here is 29 degrees and not all the best. I do have the Joyce L. Van Ankerport is heading upbound about 20 minutes before the Black River. And the Black River is just behind those buildings. So this is upbound here. Edward, how's it going? Good morning, Waypoint, Norway, New England. And Max Air, of course, is here. So I went and did a night video last night. Had a hell of a time getting the Autel Nano up to snuff to launch it. I guess I need to get it ready 5 minutes before I use it because it didn't want to connect, it didn't want to take off, it didn't want to do anything, just sat there on the ground. I did the stick thing and nothing. So I ended up having to shut it all down again, start it all up again, and finally was able to take off. And when I took off right as the ship was going by. And I usually my typical shot is ship coming on towards it, then going by it and around the back. So I was able to get the ship that had just gone by and circle around it and come back. Um, I didn't spend I wasn't that impressed with it. I didn't spend a whole time on editing. I probably could have lightened it a little bit more, but the thing of it is when you're lighting a dark night photo video, I didn't want to blow up the white lights, so you couldn't see what's going on. So it The ship was the Wilfred Sykes. That's what it was. And it was upbound, very, very dark down there, and very, very cold down there. And here I'm gonna show it to you guys. Share screen. Here we go. Here we go.
No, I don't like it. Hi, Paul.
Hey, how you doing?
All right. Yeah, it looks all right.
Just a minute. I want to share screen, but I didn't hit all the buttons. Share screen. Yeah, you got to hit the buttons at the bottom. Okay, can you see it, David?
I can see it.
Okay. This is the one I did
Last night.
Last night. As you can see, I'm not all that tickled to death with the colors are right, but if I lighten the white more, it would blow out like on the low deck and above deck.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. And there's a crew member right there standing by the side, looking over at the American side. The American side is over here. The Canadian side is to your right. There's a couple of crewmen right there. Wilfred Sykes, which is what they call a classic design, but the pilot house forward. And of course, I got gloves on, and the control sticks are a little bit wonky because of my gloves. I'll blame the gloves and not me. You know, that's kind of what.
Guy looks very snowy.
But it was, yeah, oh, it was cold down there. It was 24 degrees. And it started snowing. Just after this, I did this. And it snowed most of the night. So everything is just a dusting.
Yeah. But you can see it in the sky.
Yep. But see, what I didn't want to do is I'm appreciating it now, watching it, that if I'd have lightened it anymore, it would have blown out everything that had lights on it.
Yeah. Is that like a little mess area underneath there where all the staff sit?
Yes. The second.
Never noticed that on them.
The deck level, yep. Kind of like a staff lounge, and
yeah,
they get to eat or sit there and watch television, I think. Okay, come on. Stop share. So that was what I did last night. Could have been better had I had the opportunity to get the drone in the air earlier, but hey, is what it is.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I've only just got up. I was on yours till 2 o'clock, so I didn't get to bed till about 3:30.
Yeah. Well, my problem is I sleep for a couple hours and I get up. Then I sleep for a couple hours and I get up. Then I sleep and get up.
It's so lazy just getting up.
You've only just got up. Laura just come in and said I was lazy. At least I was already out of bed for about an half hour.
Yeah.
She's only just got up.
Don't know what you're talking about. Enough hours.
Well, there's times when I find like it gets dark earlier and it gets light later in the morning. We're surrounded by darkness, and so my biological clock, as I get older, has a hard time tuning into that. So it's like I'm wanted to sleep at a certain time or whatever, and it just doesn't jive.
Now,
Hey, Lance Cardina, Jonathan Jackson. Hi, everybody. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Fine.
Little Amalor's here.
yeah, she's doing fine, thanks, apparently.
How the birds doing?
Um,
Still alive.
just about still alive. On the rampage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've only been out 20 minutes and they're going through that 1 hour, let's destroy everything stage, and then they'll calm down for a bit.
David, can you stop picking, please?
Stop trying to take the lights down. Oh. I need to take these hanging lights down.
We don't use them anymore.
You know the lights that dangle down from the ceiling, you put a lampshade on them?
Yep.
Yeah, well, the birds seem to have learned how to take them down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they spin the little capsule on it and then wait for it to start falling.
Hello, Tim. It must be afternoon there. Going into evening, I would take it.
Late evening, I think.
Yes. Mr. Jackson.
Yeah, Dominic will have had to plug himself in on charge.
Mr. Dominic.
Ed?
Well, thank you, Laura. Yeah, the video turned out halfway decent, but like I say, it was kind of frustrating when I couldn't get the drone in the air before it arrived, because I usually go out, catch it, pan by it, and then go up and so that whole portion is missing. But what I did get turned out okay.
You know what it is, Paul? You're becoming a perfectionist.
I know.
Mm.
Yep. I know it.
You see, it's like with photographs. Everyone straight to the computer, start brightening them, darkening them, changing the backgrounds and stuff. It's like, no, show people the raw footage. I love raw footage.
I'm like, get it clean. Do I need cleaning?
Wonder how many.
Yeah.
Let me go over here and check.
I'll be back. I'm just going to go make the birds some fruit.
Okay.
I'll leave you in Laura's capable hands to bore you to death.
Bore me to death? No, not Laura.
Such a mean God.
Let me see, just checking, Laura, to see how my videos. Oh, the one from last night that I put up late last night. It's got 73 views and three comments. Bill Fisher, wow, love that video. One of my favorite ships is the Sykes.
Oh, I've still got videos to film. Hey, Tim.
Yeah, so Tim Jackson, are you gonna jump on here for a little bit or no? Everybody's welcome that wants to join. The link is at the top of the chat. Just click on it. You can come on one of two ways, with audio and video, or you can come on with audio. Yeah, what's the matter?
Probably wants to go out.
Come here. I know.
Tim, that's not stopped you coming on the panel before.
Just a minute. This is the time. This is the time of year when Mia seems to get little mites in her ears. And I usually have some medication here, but you think I can find it? I know.
Oh
Give my
my
little
God.
boo-boo.
The
Sure.
birds are really on a rampage.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think like all animals, birds too, tend to reflect the weather,
Sometimes
their
if
moods, you know?
if it's stormy, these go to sleep.
How would you like to be out there, Laura?
I wouldn't.
That'd be cold as hell out there.
Hey, Chuck.
Hey, Chuck, how's it going? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I know, Tim. As you get older, it wears on you easier. You don't have that young energy that we had when we were younger. And as you get older, it starts to fade a little more and a little more every year, and to the point where you're pretty much not quite the individual we once were. That's for sure.
Hey, Mark.
Mark White, how you doing? You're a good girl. Yes, you are. I'm a little baby girl. You're my little baby girl. Yes, you are. Yeah, Laura, I don't know what I'd do without Mia.
I don't know what to do about these birds.
They just make, she just adds meaning to life, but you know, she's a little bit demanding, which I understand. Right now, she doesn't know what she wants, but she wants me to know that she wants something, but
Oh.
and she just got done eating her breakfast. What you want? What you want? What do you want? What do you want? Huh? What? Hey. What? What? What do you want? What do you want? What? What? You want something, that's for sure.
Oh.
So anyway, Chuck, how you doing, Russell? East Coast Thrills. Hey, hi. Yeah, it's 28 degrees, plenty of snow. You got a lot of snow. We just got a dusting, and so over the period of the day, as the temperature starts to rise, right now it was 29, now it's up to 33. We're supposed to have a high, maybe a 38. And when that gets here, then all this dusting will disappear eventually. But there's more on the way.
I think we're due snow overnight.
Did you got snow overnight?
No, we're due some tonight.
Hang on a minute. I think Mia wants something. Oh, all right. Yeah.
Oh.
Little something for Mia, and then I gotta pitch some peanuts with a squirrel.
Oh, I've got a field out for you, Rio. Hold on a minute. Let me find your seeds that go in there. Hold on. Let's fill up your little treat cup.
Oh, anyway. Well, now over there, Laura, do you guys have what they call Madelines?
No,
These little cookies?
no,
I'm addicted to these.
I haven't seen them over here.
They're a soft, like a bread type of cookie. Get one out and I'll show you. So they must be made in some kind of a mold.
Yeah. Yeah, not seen them over here.
They're like a bread cookie type of thing, but they're sweet.
Right, I've got a bird sat on my head right now.
Who's on your head?
Rio. Filling up his special treat thing.
Well, I would imagine each one of your birds have a personality, right?
Yeah, they all have their own individual personalities.
Well, it's good though that you can identify which bird you're talking to, you know? Because if they were all identical, you wouldn't know.
3 of them look alike, but I can still tell the difference between them.
Is the differences of personality? Is that how you tell?
No, a couple of them. One of them's got a bigger head. And the other 2 will come to me when I call them, so.
Yeah, Jonathan, you're 100% right now. She wanted another handful of dog food.
Right.
Now she walked over to the back door and is sitting there looking at me like, hey,
We have apple, we have pear, we have banana, we have blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, strawberries, everything to make a mess. Have fun with that.
You can go get your fruit, Rio, or you can stay on my head.
Once he realises how much fruit's in there, he'll be up there.
I've got to fill these up. They haven't been filled up for a while.
that's better. I was out of focus. I look bad enough as it is without adding to it being out of focus, you know?
Yeah, they get 11 or 12 different types of fruit a day.
Really? David, you and Laura kind of handle it for a second here. Mia wants to go. It's like Jonathan says, she wants a bathroom break. Let her out.
Yeah, she wants it out.
Okay, all right, okay.
Oh, Bluey's favourite toy.
Oh.
It's them rings on the cockatiel's cage.
Yeah, let's put something in here.
Bluey. Somebody's found his banana clips. Yeah, your banana chip.
So, how is everybody in the chat?
I'm alright, thanks. Oh, you like talking to me?
Yeah, we need some more people on the panel.
Midnight for Tim, so you got no chance.
Tim's back to work today, isn't he?
Tomorrow. Okay.
Tim, is it today you go back to work? I like what Tim puts. Your bird is like Justin with a big head.
I was on about Boo Bird. He has got a big head. Where is Boo Bird?
Poor Boo Boo. He's up there chewing the blinds.
It's not Boo Boo. That's Boo Boo. So you don't even know the bird's name. Birds.
Shut up.
God. Hello, Boo Boo. You just got told off for doing something you weren't doing. That's Lulu.
It won't be in a minute.
I'm leaving. Lulu. Come on, please.
Oh,
Hello, Spell Girl. Hello, baby. Hello, good morning.
Tim says, no job for me today.
yeah, it's pretty correct. He needs the money, I think.
Well, that definitely doesn't hurt.
Did you have to set them off?
She jumped on me. Can't help it, she wanted a cuddle. Maybe he
Trying to
doesn't
keep-
like blueberries.
Trying to keep an eye on Mia out the back door. I suppose it would help if I turned my cameras on, wouldn't it?
Well, might be helpful.
Well, they're always on, it's just that I don't have them primed over here.
Yeah.
Doing in a second. I'll get ready for my live stream for later.
Okay. I think that was Laura's hint at me advertising her live stream.
Ah,
Laura's back.
Laura is back. Now, when is she doing her afternoon delights today?
Yeah, she's back live at 7:00 tonight. Get it into there.
Yeah, set that off.
Not over me, you know.
Hold the top. It fell down.
I have to do everything for you.
Yes.
Jeez. We're not always like this.
Just don't lie.
She just lazy.
I'm lazy. I'm the one feeding your finches. Rio, you can't eat the finch food.
Where's Mr. Hodges today?
Do not know.
I actually haven't seen him about for a while. When's the last time he was on?
Yesterday, weren't it? He was on yesterday afternoon, weren't he?
Yes,
Or morning.
Going in the other room.
Nicks a handful of chocolates and goes to the other room. Yeah, what's going on in the news? Prince Andrew's return less likely than ever before. Why would we want that fucking pedo to return anyway?
yeah, what caused him to leave?
He's best buddy Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They were dealing all the underage chicks.
That's the one. But he didn't do anything wrong, but he still paid millions and millions of pounds to shut her up. Hmm. Yeah, they do make me laugh, all these famous people. We've done nothing wrong at all. Here's some hush money. Go away. You're probably right, East Coast. Money, money, money talks. Hey, Dan.
Well, they're pretty, the Crown is pretty rich over there, right?
Yeah. The problem is, once they start handing out cash, they're as guilty as sin. You know, Paul, if I made a false accusation against you, would you give me $20 to go away?
No.
Exactly. Mark R. White would gladly accept any push money they would offer him. But the problem is, Prince Andrew spent all that money to get her to go away, and then the courts published it all anyway. Yeah, that was just an example, and I mean, to us, $20 is a lot of money. To them, it's not even small change, is it? Wish I had millions to pay, get people to shut up. I'd give it all to Laura. I'm waiting for it. Hey, Sam. Hey, Captain Joe. Good morning.
Hey, Joe.
Come on, guys. The panel's open. If we don't get any more people on the panel, I'm going to have to start telling people we invented that.
Huh. Come on and join us. Oh. Over on Johnny's panel, okay.
I just love how I can wind Justin and that up with that. No matter what it is, I just wind them up and go, we invented that. And away they go.
Good morning, Sam Hayden. How you doing?
So Laura's going over to Dan's channel. And Dan's going to pay her to go away.
Huh.
Make sure it's enough to cut so she can go a little bit further away. Like Australia way. Shouldn't be Dominic's problem. And Tim's.
Yep. Johnny Drone Flyer. That's where
That's where they all are, is it?
Yep.
You're right there, Laura. You can make me sleep outside. Just keep talking. I'll go.
Good morning, Sam.
You, Sam? You there, Sam?
You're still working on it.
What's up, guys?
Hey, how you doing, Sam?
I'm doing all right. I thought I'd join you a few minutes this morning since I haven't been here in eons.
Eons, yeah.
Yeah.
Long time.
How's everybody?
Good. How's everything going with you?
Really well. Really well. Things are good.
Anything new?
Not really, man. You know me. I'm the same boring person.
You're not boring.
My channel's doing good. I've been posting one, maybe 2 times a week, just computer techie stuff.
Good.
And so yeah, that's going well. And
Well, you know that I definitely don't qualify as computer techie as you know.
you don't?
No.
Oh, I was coming on here to ask you for help with something. This is embarrassing.
Half the time I don't know how to turn it on.
Well, it's the same button every day, Paul. Same one. Put a yellow Post-it note near the power button. You'll be all right.
Yeah, but then he'll pick the post-it note up and go, "What the hell's this for?" Screw it up.
Yeah.
We all have them days.
Oh, for sure. Hey, I have my days I forget things too, Paul. Trust me.
Oh, my biggest dilemma right now is my Wise cameras.
Oh, you still battling that?
On and off. This computer I'm on right here wants my email address and password. Do you think I can remember that?
Of course.
I can remember the email address, I think. But the
See,
password that I have written down somewhere isn't the right password.
Oh, well, that's not good. Yeah, you got to retain that stuff. I actually have some of my old customers because, I had my own computer business when I was back in Arizona. I still have some of my old customers call me, "Hey, I forgot my password on this. Do you have it?" And there are certain customers I actually retained their passwords for them. I have them on an encrypted drive.
Well, one day, Paul, we're gonna have to get on Zoom on a private, not on YouTube. Don't go live. That'd be a bad idea. And we'll show you how to get to your passwords on your computer.
Oh, yeah. Install a password manager. It's cake, man.
Well, Google and all that store them now, don't they?
Yeah, yeah. Google will store it. I use a third party called Bitwarden, and Bitwarden is free and it's a fantastic password manager. Then you
Yeah.
only have to
And
remember one password, Paul, and you can write that down, even though I don't recommend writing your passwords down.
me and Laura, back in the day, we invented a secret code. So every letter has its own unique code.
Mm-hmm.
And we use that for our passwords.
Oh, okay.
Only me and
Yeah.
Laura know it.
Yeah, that works.
Hey, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you look nice and relaxed.
Mm-hmm. That's good, man.
Kicking
Laying
back
down.
on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm. It's a
Why
day
not?
of relaxation, man. Chill zone.
Not the bad thing, man. Not a bad
Mm-mm.
thing.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, if you want to chill out Sunday, you're better off joining the panel when Laura's in the chat.
Oh,
Go other way if she's in on the panel.
oh boy. No Justin yet, huh?
Well, the thing of it is his wife had a birthday.
Oh,
Was
I
it
thought you were going to say
Thursday
a
or
baby.
Friday?
I could have swore you said his wife was going to have a baby.
So they were planning on doing something special.
Oh,
So Justin decided to sabotage the car.
And then the car went kaput, and so she spent the last night in the shop getting new calipers, rotors, and all kinds of
what
things.
do you do to the car?
We just did a few things, just so she had to take it down to the garage and he could stay at home on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Intentional
think it-
sabotage.
I think it's so funny. He has this guy, this dude that lives not like maybe an hour from him, who's a mechanic that would like do all this stuff for free, but he chooses not to call this friend to help him. I'm so lost. I've never understood. Like calipers are like the easiest thing to do, right?
Yeah,
Rotors and
calipers are pretty easy. Yeah.
it's like 20 minutes per tire and you're done instead of spending, $500-600 at a shop. It's crazy. Just call your boy. I'll bring my jack and my little toolbox and we'll just do it real fast.
Yeah.
It's easy.
I mean, that's a fun thing for guys to do on a weekend anyway.
Right.
And it's like,
Just-
yeah, come on over. We'll do that.
Exactly. Just have free beer when I get
Yeah.
there and we'll be good.
I think Justin just worked out what the wrench is for on YouTube. So giving him a real wrench,
Yeah. Oh,
you'd probably confuse the hell out of him.
that's all right. I can throw it at him. We'll play that game dodgeball. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Whee! Run, Justin.
Oh, Mark says one of the rear calipers seized up. Well,
That's
I mean,
easy enough still,
you
man.
use a
Break it free.
Yeah. I mean, you use a clamp to compress
Yeah,
it down, and it'll come right
C-clamp.
off.
Just press it and relieve the pressure and then check it again and make sure it's not seizing. If it is, just go buy a caliper. We'll pop it on.
Yep.
Bit of
Bleed the brakes real
WD-40.
quick. It's
He's up
over.
again.
Yeah, that kind of stuff's pretty easy.
Well, and then the
Oh.
other thing is that when she was at the garage waiting for them to fix it, her phone died, so she couldn't talk to him and he couldn't talk to her. So
Oh my
Bet
goodness.
that was fun.
Oh,
Excuse me,
man.
ma'am, can I borrow your
yeah,
plug-in phone for your wall?
I can't
Yeah.
remember the last time my phone died. Like, I'll use it during the day and stuff, and then at night it plugs in right next to me. I will
Wow.
never understand the people that just forget to plug them in till they die.
Yeah, no, exactly. I can't.
I
I
charge
can't
my
even
phone up every
fathom.
3 days. And it's never died on me yet.
Justin
Hey.
always gets mad at me. He's like, "How is your battery so dead?" It's like, because I sit on here and live stream my garage with you guys. There's
Yeah.
That's the only time my battery falls below 60%, bro, is when I sit out here for 2 hours with you
Uh-huh.
guys and live stream.
Right.
Yeah, like other than that, my phone is just constantly charged.
Yeah.
I don't
Mine
play
is
that game.
too.
I feel naked without it.
Just
Even by the end
get
of
a
the
couple of
day.
battery packs, you're fine.
I have some, but still, my
There's a
phone
darn
should
thing.
be efficient enough to make it through the day.
Oh yeah. No, like even at the end of the day, and I use my phone a lot, I'm still at like 90% at the end of the day.
Right. I
You
mean, I
know?
use more than that, but that's because I edit and take all my footage
Right.
and stuff like that with my phone. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
I think
Yeah, I don't do
I
any of
think
that.
45 is about as low as I let
Okay.
my phone get.
Yeah. Now, see, when I wasn't working at home, I used my phone a lot more than I do now. Like I'd get home and it was like 40 something, and
Hmm.
it'd have to have a good
But I
charge.
don't think we're going to see much adjusting this weekend because the kids are away. So
Kids out of the way, and Justin and the wifey are gonna play.
So you're saying he's gonna
no.
make a new baby?
The wifey is going to make Justin do the laundry.
Oh.
Oh,
Does he know how to do laundry?
Well, he's going to learn it because his computer's going to be in there if he doesn't.
Oh, that's funny. Man, I'll tell you, Paul, I miss coming on these panels. Man, it's been forever since I popped on, hasn't
Yes,
it?
it has. It has been forever.
I mean, I think the last time is when I lived in Illinois.
Yep.
And that
Well, you're
was
going to
almost a
start coming
year
on
and a
more
half.
often. We're all about.
Well, I really should. I wasn't doing anything this morning. I'm not working all that good stuff, and I saw Paul on. I'm like, yeah, I've
Yeah.
got a little time. I'll pop on. I got a lot to do today, but
Well, you see, we learn a lot on this panel. Yeah, a lot of what not to do when Paul's doing it.
yeah.
Oh, I let the dog out. Forgot to let her in. It's cold out there. Be right back.
Oh, that
just
was
like
you.
that,
Good.
right there.
We can get rid
Just
of that song now that we know that it was you.
And then
just
we
like
had
that.
we had the one the other week where somebody was telling people to delete all the Windows files, System 32.
Oh my goodness.
You don't need
Oh
that. Delete them.
God.
Jeez.
Oh, who needs high mem files? High mem files are useless. You can go ahead and just delete those.
Yeah.
God, I
We
used to
used
go when I hated our computer courses at school. We used to have to do the Mavis speak and typing program.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And so my computer class was right after lunch. So during lunch, I would sneak into the computer lab and take like the first 10 computers I could come across. And I would just go in and delete a few of the high mem files and then turn the computers off because you have to go in and boot them all up before the
Yeah.
class starts, right? And I would just select one, guaranteeing myself that I would have a fucked up computer when it was time,
Right. So
right?
you didn't have to
So
do it.
we'd crank it, and then I wouldn't be able to type for the day. They'd be like, "Oh, come over here and watch Cindy." I'd be like, "Yeah, all right, let's go watch Cindy type."
Yeah, we used to do that stuff too. I remember back in the day, I started old school dial up and stuff. Like that's how
Oh
I
yeah,
got into
modem.
computers, and that's what I
Yeah.
do for a living now. But back in the day, we used to pop into IRC, the Internet Relay Chat, if you guys
Oh
remember
God.
that.
Yeah.
And I'd go into these channels and I'd be like, hey, I got a problem. Can somebody send me their PWL file? Mine's missing. And back then, Windows 95, Windows 98 had a PWL file in a specific folder. It contained every password for every password you ever entered into
Yeah.
anything. I would have people go, oh, yeah, sure, here. And they just send me their PWL file. And I'm like,
Yeah, the old days of Yahoo Chat used to go in there and go, "Hey guys, press Control Alt F5 and
yes,
you'll get a new
yes,
feature on Yahoo," and then everybody just leave the chat. You're like,
yeah.
idiots.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to do that same. Or we tell them because like in IRC channel operators, and everyone wanted to be a channel operator. So you would just say, hey, if you come in, push Alt and F4, it'll give you automatic operator status. And it would just, of course, close the window out was all it would do.
Yeah. Or Control Alt, I think it was Control Alt F5, close the computer down, restarted it.
Yeah. That was fun stuff, man. I miss those days.
Yeah. When I was at college, we used to play this game called NL Snipe. And it was just like a little maze, and you was two characters.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember
And you
that.
go around shooting people.
Uh-huh.
And we was getting away with it until the teacher joined.
Yeah. That's funny. Oh, the good old days. I don't find, maybe it's just because I've made a job of it now and I do it every day, but I don't find computers as fun as they used to be.
They're not as fun as anymore because they're trying to control what you can do on them. There's too much of this Windows going, we're going to take this feature away from you. We're going to take that feature away from you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Windows 11 won't let you use, or didn't for a while, won't let you use classic shell. So you could turn it, your computer
Yeah.
back to how you liked it.
Yeah.
There's too much of this. It's same with Android.
Mhm.
You get an update and half your games have gone because they're no longer compatible.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
definitely more fun back in the day. That's for sure.
You pay
We-
good money for all this crap, and then
Yeah.
and
we
all
used to
Windows are
love
doing now is forcing people to go down the open source route. And you go down the open source route, you're going to get some dodgy people in there.
Mm-hmm. Well, you remember even when Windows 11 first came out, they're like, nope, you're not allowed to use any other web browser other than Edge.
Yeah.
And it's like, what?
Yeah.
Like, that's why I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, I'll stick with Windows 10, but then they opened that up because they had a lot of angry people. No one wants to use Edge. That's garbage.
It is
Exactly.
garbage. It's like the worst one. I don't know, man. It was as bad as Explorer. Nothing's changed.
Yeah.
No.
Opera's gone
Nothing
really
changed.
bad.
I've tried Opera here and there. Back in the day, Internet Explorer is what they had. And then comes Netscape Navigator, if you guys
Yeah.
remember that.
Oh,
Mhm.
yes.
Netscape was pretty good. And then I got really involved in Firefox. And now I'm just a Chrome guy. I like Chrome, but the only thing I see the problem with it is such a memory hog. It is such a
It is.
resource hog. You
They're
have three
doing-
or four tabs open and it's like pushing all your
Because they
RAM.
keep updating it. And instead of saying, right, we need to start from afresh, it's same with Windows. There's so much crap in the back of Windows that you don't need.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just start afresh, relaunch as a whole new operating system. No updates. Yeah, start from the bottom.
Yeah.
Work up.
I'll do that like if I buy a laptop for myself, but I build my own desktop. So like
No, I'm on about the
install a bunch.
programming of it. Not on
Oh,
all the
yeah,
different
I got what
bloatware
you're
you get.
saying.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about Windows. If you look at the back of Windows, there's so many registry
Oh
files,
yeah. Oh, for
files
sure.
that don't even get touched
Yeah.
anymore. Legacy files,
Yeah, it's packed in there.
because they never take them out. And that's what
Chrome-
Chrome's done. It's got so many features that are no longer used.
Chrome
Mhm.
gets annoying because you'll pop in on a page and it just allows things to install, especially like let's see here,
wait.
extensions, file extensions. God, man, you click on one link, it'll be like, oh, he's cleared us to do this.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't agree to anything, it'll just automatically install
Right.
some
You have to
file
go in
extension
and-
you didn't, and then you have to go in, find the extension that installed itself, turn the
Mhm.
damn thing off. Otherwise, it rewrites everything. It's like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
man?
You got to really go in configuration and lock things down like that.
Mm-hmm.
It is very tedious.
I mean, the only thing Opera is very good for now is BitTorrent. It's the only,
I don't
it's the
even
only
use
one that
those
seems
anymore.
to
No,
work.
I'm
so afraid
scared
of those.
Bit. Yeah, I do
I am
not
so
touch
scared at this point of
BitTorrents.
BitTorrents.
Why? It's
Well,
it's a lot safer
it's-
today than it ever has been.
Yeah, that
So
might be it's been a while for me.
I don't
2000
I don't download software. I don't download music and videos. And
Oh, so did I. Okay, so
Yeah.
2019, I had a VPN. I was at my grandma's house, and this is at her condo in Florida. This was 2019. And I downloaded some stuff while I was there, and then I went home. A month later, the FBI stopped at her house and asked about the
Mhm.
downloads, right? And then I had to go back to Alabama and communicate with them, be like, "Oh, here was my excuse, right? I said I downloaded this third-party app. It must have been doing things in the background that I just wasn't aware of, right? Because I was doing it all on my phone."
yeah,
Okay. And I told them I was seeding things, but I wasn't downloading stuff, right? What happened was the files that I had seeded were being retracted by other people. They were being pulled from the seed pod.
Yeah.
And so it was coming off as a download registry from me. And so, yeah, dude, they tracked all of that. That was
Oh,
through
yeah.
VPN, dude. They didn't
Yeah,
fuck
but-
around.
see, that's with Opera. You've got the VPN on Opera, and then you have your own VPN. That's the only reason why I use it.
I don't know. I'm one of those.
I don't fuck with it.
At this point, I'd rather not take a chance. If I want music, I'll buy it legally. I'll just.
Yeah,
I
but you
stick
can't
to it.
get the old mixes from the 90s.
Oh, sure you can.
Yeah,
You can't. I mean,
Here, listen. David, go download New Pipe. So whatever your device is, just go to New Pipe, and you can download any audio that you want to from
Mhm.
YouTube directly,
Yeah.
yeah, but
free, costs nothing, and it's not illegal. As long as you're not using it outside sourcing, it's not illegal.
Mhm.
but YouTube's crap for music.
What are you talking about? You can look
What?
up any song you want to
You
for
could
free.
have
Yeah,
any
but-
song you want.
Yeah, but
David.
look, but you look at a lot of the YouTube music, you've got advertised, even though you've got embedded crap in there, I want music like you're going to listen to in a nightclub or on the radio. I don't want it where, they're stopping the song because the video,
I've never
little
had.
talkie
I've
spat
never
Never.
had the
patch in
ad
there.
come through.
Never, not on New
Uh-uh.
Pipe, bro. It's
No.
not. New Pipe is like a third party version of YouTube, but it conks out all the rest of the crap they try to throw at you. It's
Yeah.
just you get the 2 ads at the beginning, and that's it. If they have the ads even active, and that's all. But you're not even sticking around for the song. You're literally just finding the song, clicking
Yeah.
on it, and then saying, "Do I want to download the video or do I want to download the audio?" Just click audio and then move on to the next song. It'll download it while you're searching for your next song.
Yeah.
Where do you think I get all my music for my videos from, man? It's all New Pipe YouTube stuff. I don't even touch my computer anymore for downloading things. It's so much easier to write an excuse for yourself. You're doing it on your phone. Be like, oh, I didn't know. My phone was just doing random things. It was in my pocket, butt dialing. Oh,
Yeah.
How you doing, Joe?
Doing good. So David, Laura said that this wasn't big enough. She said it wasn't big enough. So I think
Where
I
are we
fixed
putting
that.
it?
I
Where
think
are
I
we
fixed that.
sticking it? Ah.
It still wouldn't stop her talking. Needs to be twice
That's when
as fast.
that's when Justin says something stupid. I go like that.
All right, let's see here.
You know what you need to do? You know them Chinese cats, that do the paw movement. Yeah, you want to get one of them and edit the paw so it's doing a finger up.
They probably have one.
Yeah, just sit it in the window so the neighbours walking past getting the middle finger.
So the second one came out okay. That holds a can, and on the front, I've got USA drone flyer.
That looks all
I
right.
did that in Tinkercad. So that it holds a 16-ounce can or a regular 12-ounce can.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
what I'm doing is
How
I
long
got
did
some
it take
paint
that to
pins.
print?
3.5 hours. So I've got the paint pins coming in, and I'm gonna go red, white, and blue with the USA drone flyer like my logo.
Oh, nice.
But the
David,
second print worked, and like I said, it's just that silver freaking filament that's messing up. The gold works, the silver don't. So now my problem is this: when I bought it, the silver came with the gold through Amazon. So I don't want to return the gold, but I can't return just the silver.
No.
So I'm a probably just print this last thing in gold and send it both back. Because the
Right.
silver breaks off, keeps breaking off in the machine.
Yeah, Dan, he's been having to take care of he just got into printing and he's
The
had
only
to
thing I would
take
say,
it apart several times.
yeah,
Yeah.
that printer is going hell speed. Look how fast it's going.
Well, that's normal mode. And the ironic part about it, I was in normal mode when the cup messed up. It broke
Yeah,
the handle when it
but-
got to a certain point. I went into fast mode the second time, and it worked perfect.
Yeah, but I've got a feeling that might be part of the problem with the silver. It's too brittle for the speed. There's a lot of
Same-
leg.
it's
Yeah, but
the
there's a lot
same,
of
the same
legacy.
filament as the gold.
Yeah, but there's a lot of legacy filament out there.
Yeah,
Yeah, like the dull colors.
yeah.
And they're not keeping up with the thing.
David, I sent you a link in messages.
But this is going to be an all-day print. What I'm doing right now, it might even go until tomorrow
Wow.
because I'm
Yeah.
actually printing a revolver.
What printer are you using there?
This is the Anchor Make M5C, small.
Okay.
but I'm printing a revolver and it's about 10 different parts. And the last part is like a 6.5 hour.
Are you feeling more comfortable with that printer now?
I've taken it all apart and put it all back together. I kind of know it now.
Cheers, Dan.
Well, cool. By the way, Joe, I subscribed to you. I've seen you on here, but I wasn't subscribed. So
I appreciate it.
yeah,
Appreciate
no
it.
problem.
Yeah, David, you'll like that third-party client. It's easy to work with. It's very simple. Plus, if there's a live stream, somebody finishes and they talk shit, and you want to just save their video real quick, it makes it
Oh, I could have done with that a couple of weeks ago.
really easy. You can actually download it while they're streaming it. That's how good it is.
Oh, it's TJ.
TJ's just popping in
TJ!
to say hi. We want
Where's
you on
TJ?
here to
Need to
hear you
pop in.
giggle. He's probably giggling just watching.
Oh yeah,
If
he
he's not
gets
getting on,
going.
it isn't hard to start him.
He gets going.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
TJ.
Don't forget to do the hand clap.
That's his signature.
TJ's a good dude.
Yep.
Yeah, we all love TJ.
I
He
haven't
should be
talked to him
TJ
much.
Smiles more.
Yeah,
He seems
TJ was
pretty cool.
flying as a Vada, and they told him not to fly it around the guard shack or something like this by his.
Oh, he flew it through
where
it.
he lives. So then he went and flew right back around through it and everything.
That's
They
exactly
told him,
what I would
yeah,
do.
they told him not to fly around it, so he flew straight through the middle of it.
That's 100% what I would do too. Can't touch me. I'm in control. Dude, I'm in federal airspace. You have no rights to tell me what I can and can't do. Get lost, bub. I love these security guards. Oh,
Well,
you
what
can't
would have
fly
been
over
funny
the
as hell is
building.
if he'd pulled out a gun out of his holster and shot
Started
the sucker
popping
right out of
rounds
the
at it.
air.
Well, then he'd be violating 103 point. I
Yep.
think it's 14C.
Exactly. Yeah, it'd be
Shooting
a
down an
violation of
aircraft.
FAA regulations to shoot it down, but it still would have been funny as hell.
Restitution and jail time. I love it.
Yeah, July 4th, not this last year, the year before, I was doing the ceremony out at the lakefront. They have a big party all day. And some guy was flying an Air 2S right over the crowd and everything. And one of the high officials in Mandeville came up and he was looking up at the drone and he said to him, he says, yeah, I got one of those guys that fly one around my house. He said, well, my daughter's going to be outside one day and I'm going to go out there and shoot it down. And he's a high political official in Mandeville. And I said, hold on a minute, I'll be right back. I went to my car and brought him back the copy of the law.
Yeah.
And when he read it, he said, what do you mean that's an aircraft? I said, FAA says an aircraft.
Yeah. It's an
Even
aircraft.
you saying you're going to do it is a crime.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. And he said, oh my God. And the police were looking at it and they looked at him and said, yeah, according to this, when you said that, you committed a crime.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's a federal level too.
Well,
Yeah.
over here, you can't shoot it down, but if you can hit it and keep hold of whatever you've hit it with, then you're allowed to take it down out of the sky.
Oh, really?
It's to stop people, hovering in your windows.
Yeah.
No,
I
not
have a
here,
binder.
because airspace is airspace.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I have
yeah.
a binder in my car, all the law.
Yeah, but I think we have a so many meter rule. It has to be away from the building. So if you can hit it, you're within that.
Yeah, I
Well,
used to
see,
get calls of that all the time.
Dan, didn't they try and do something like that here? But the FAA said if you can fly in the space, it's under our control.
Yes,
Yep.
if it's in
Mhm.
federal airspace. However, there are rules over private property where there's no hovering below a certain altitude.
Right.
So you can't sit over somebody's property and just chill at a certain
Right.
altitude. They want you to stay on the move. You can fly over private property, you just have to
Right.
be on the move, a
Yeah.
constant,
Gotta
So,
keep
but
going.
yes,
Yeah.
outside of that, yes, the only rule is, like I said, there's that no hovering below a certain altitude thing, and that is also redirected slightly by 107. If you're 107 and you're doing a job, then your
different
Yeah,
constitutes
you
story.
get
the
Yeah, everything
allotment
else
of
is-
being able to do that. Correct.
Mhm. Or if you're on
So,
your own
but you have
private
to have a
property.
waiver to prove the flight, you know.
Yeah. I used
But
to
if you're
get
just a
calls for that all
hobbyist,
the
you have to
time.
stay on the move, constant. So that's why I said all these people that think they can't fly in their neighborhoods, you 100% can. You just
Yeah.
need to stay on the move, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you're flying over somebody's backyard and you see the girl out there doing her little skinny dip thing,
You
don't
can't
swing
turn
around and
around.
hover for a
Yeah.
while.
You,
do-
you can't
You've got
come
to
down
circle.
lower
You've got to
altitude.
circle from a bigger distance.
You could do an
Right.
orbit.
That's
You
that's
could
where
do
the
a
zoom comes in handy.
See, and that's why they
7
were
times
saying
zoom in
that,
orbit.
yeah, that was the big issue with Zoom, was that was everybody's concern. Fly up to 400 feet and then zoom down,
Right.
you know. So they
Well,
really debated putting Zoom on drones for a long time, whether it was going to be an issue or not. Now you got people trying to like stare in Britney Spears' mansion while she changes and all sorts of
mhm.
stuff, bro.
Yeah.
There's, I mean, the Zoom thing has really created some issues in itself.
Yeah.
So
You know, I have a zoom feature on my Air 2, and honestly, I messed with it just to mess with it and see what it
mhm.
could do, but I'm really not even big on using it.
It's kind of a neat feature if you're doing reveal shots and you do them
Mhm.
properly. You know, that
Yeah.
whole backing up while
Right.
you're
Dolly
pulling
zoom.
back thing makes it look really
Yeah. Oh,
unique.
for sure. Yeah.
So there are definitely aspects for cinematic use, but outside
Right.
of that, I'm not, you know.
I used the zoom on Air 2S the other day for the first time, probably in a year, because I was flying pretty close to Johnny's Air 3, and he had a speaker on the top. I wanted to get a better look on it, but I didn't want to get too close
Oh.
because he was moving it around.
Right.
So I was about maybe 15 feet from him, and then I remember, hey, I got a zoom on this thing. I just zoomed into it
Yeah,
and
that's handy.
got the picture I needed, got the video I needed. But it
Yeah.
looked like I was right on top of him, and I was 15, 20 feet away from him.
I would like to attract everyone's attentions to the chat where Laura and Matt are going at it. And Mark, all right, you are correct. But if you're hovering, then people have a right to take it down.
David, I want to test your digital face feature you have currently. I want you to pretend laugh real fast. Don't really laugh. Don't make a noise, but pretend to laugh.
It doesn't work. It works
Let's
off
see.
my voice.
I have to see.
It kind of worked a second ago when you laughed.
That's what I'm saying. He stopped
Yeah.
laughing and it was still going.
If I go ha 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 ha
Okay, now go. "Rrrr."
ha. Arr.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
What are you using for that, David?
That's the avatar in Zoom.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Obviously, if you turn your head, he doesn't turn, correct?
No. If I had my camera on, it would.
That could be fun to play with that shit.
Yeah, this stuff's kind of cool.
Can you stick your tongue out and go la 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 and see what he does?
No. Only when you got the camera.
See,
But you
now I
can-
want to test.
But you can have different animals. Like.
Well,
Hey.
we do that. I'm a pussy.
Moo.
Ooh,
Wolf.
well, motherfucker.
What did the
Meow.
fox say?
Beep, 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 beep.
Boing. I ain't got a fucking clue what that's meant to be.
What the fuck?
Some sort of panda.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
Northeast drone. We don't want to see David do that. Thank you, though.
Yeah, it's weird without the head movement, though. Just the mouth moving is strange.
Yeah, you can make your own.
Hmm.
As you can see, Laura's been on my computer.
Now, Paul, is that your live cam still going in the back there?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't see any snow there, Paul.
Well, there's a little bit of snow. You don't see it down here. but you can see some of it along the edge of the
Okay.
highway, of the sidewalk.
How
We
much
just
did
got,
you
we
get
got,
altogether?
we got a light dusting overnight.
Oh, okay. Is that the most you've gotten like this year?
Yeah, so far. Well, we got about an inch or an inch and a half a couple of weeks ago, but
Okay. Yeah,
gone.
we just got some flurries here in Tennessee.
Well, we're going to get it snow now. Looks like it's ready to start. But Dan, Laura said you can get them on Zoom on your phone. You have to sign in to Zoom. And you can also get them on Snapchat.
Oh, that's fun.
Tim says my microphone is low. Are you guys experiencing that issue too?
A little bit, but not. I mean, also have earphones in, so it's easy for me to hear you. But
It's fine. It's fine to me.
Okay.
it sounds fine to us, I think. But it might be low
Sounds
on the
good.
stream.
I mean, it's all the way up in the settings here.
There's
Oh,
how
yeah,
much,
there's-
there's how much snow we got right there.
There's the snow.
Can't see no peanuts out there, Paul.
Oh, yeah, they're there.
Hey, TJ, what's up, buddy?
There, there.
I don't miss the snow.
Yeah,
gonna be
Tim, I
honest with
think
you,
that your
Paul, it
volume's
really-
low.
Oh, no, when I was younger, I used to enjoy snowmobiling, skiing, all
Oh,
kinds of
we
things.
all did.
But now,
Disclaimer.
when the weather gets bad, not so much.
If I don't have to go out and about, I'm fine with snow. But if I have to de-ice my truck just to go 5 minutes down the road, I'm not happy.
Right. Disclaimer. I'm just putting the female avatar back on so Tim can go to the bathroom. That'll be Tim done.
So Sam, I actually found that rubbing alcohol in a spray bottle clears the window in like
Oh.
2 seconds.
Yeah, it does, and it works well.
Hmm.
But where I'm at now, we don't get that much snow. Prior to this, for a very short time, I was in Illinois, and it was terrible.
UK snowman.
Prior to that, Arizona, where snow is a myth, like a unicorn.
Joe, where do you live?
Louisiana. No
Oh.
snow.
No snow. Yeah.
Oh,
We get
Well,
ice.
you got that good Cajun food, bro.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
coming to visit.
Well, I'm telling you.
Are you, Joe,
Oh.
are you northern, southern? Where are you at in Louisiana?
I'm 30 miles north of New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have a coworker that lives way down south. I can't ever remember it, but she's right there on the border of Mississippi.
Yeah, I'm in Mandeville, Louisiana, which is right on the other side of the lake from New Orleans.
Okay.
Johnny Drone Flyer is in Hammond, which is about 17 miles from me. So we meet up and fly a bunch of times.
Nice.
Mark
But,
our life. You're
But
not
I'd
gonna
rather
get
live
any snow.
here. I'd rather live here than the South Shore. Boy.
That's why you and Johnny about talk the same.
Mark,
Yeah,
you're not
that's a-
getting any snow.
Wait.
You're on the wrong side of the country.
You saying we have an accent?
Yeah, a little bit. It shows. Yeah.
Well, Dan, what he's big into right now is Mardi Gras season.
Mardi
Oh,
Gras,
yeah.
the season officially started last night.
You get your beads?
Well, I get them every year, but I do pictures on a parade route for the paper and Mardi Gras, Arthur Hardy's Mardi Gras guide, up here. That right there, that big frame
Mhm.
is a 2-page feature I had in 2021 as Mardi Gras photographer extraordinaire for Mardi Gras
Oh,
in
I
Arthur
do.
Hardy's official Mardi Gras guide.
That's kind
And
of
I'm usually on the street at least 10 of the 14 or 17 days doing parade pictures.
I just
So it's like-
pulled up Mandeville. Yeah, my coworker actually used to live in Slidell.
Yeah, Slidell's about 17 miles opposite way of John.
Right, yeah.
I'm in between Slidell and Hammond, and he's in Hammond.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a
Yeah.
sister that lives in Slidell.
I think that you actually live pretty much near her.
They call it the Dirty Dell.
Joe, I do pictures for Mardi Gras too, man, except I work for Girls Gone Wild, so I have to have a lot of beads on me to hand out.
Yeah. Now I I'm basically in the family areas when I shoot the pictures, and then Mardi Gras Day, I leave here at like 4 in the morning. I get to Camp Street right there by St. Charles and Gallia Hall, where they toast the king, Rex, and all of them with the mayor and all the dignitaries. And I'm right there in front, in the middle of the street with all the newscasters. And I'm out there from 6 in the morning to about 3 in the afternoon.
Gotcha.
Yeah, in the middle of I'm in the middle of the street. I get in between the dancing groups and everything, shooting the pictures. And it's like, it's I've been doing it so long. This will be I've been shooting for 50 years, but since I missed 1 year since 2000. And the 1 year I missed since 2000 was because of COVID when they canceled.
I'm sorry, did you just say 50?
Yeah, 50 years. I've been shooting for 50 years.
Wow.
I'm not even that old, bro.
Most that old, sadly.
And since 2000, it was put to tell you how many pictures I take. Since 2016, I'm at 750,000.
Oh shit. That's about what's saved on my porn hard drive.
Yeah, I just finished the football season with Mandeville High School, and I think I've got 15,000 pictures just in that one season.
That's crazy. Where's the other Paul?
Paul Hodges has a new woman in his life, and she pretty much takes care of all of that.
She has a big whip.
So we don't see Paul much anymore.
Well, on occasion he'll pop in, but he usually doesn't stay long, and which is fine. If he's happy, I'm happy. Because when his wife died, he's been kind of dealing with the depression,
It's hard when you've lived with someone for so long and then suddenly they're not there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Although it's different for me. I've lived with Laura for so long that when she goes away, I have a party.
Well, she's having a party when she goes away. Little do you know.
Well, that's it. At least we both get to party.
Oh boy.
Catch you later, Matt.
Yeah.
Nice talking to you.
Matt says he's going to be going live again, doing a show next Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's gonna be the stream where he plays his intro and then he goes, "Hi everybody," and then cuts it off and then goes right into the outro.
He's only doing it to stop Justin nicking his slot.
Yeah, just to piss Justin off.
That's
That'd be fun.
That's funny.
Because Justin's moving his slot, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah. He's gonna take over the king's realm. Yeah. Well, boys, I think I'm gonna get off here. You have fun.
Okay.
Catch you later, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
See ya,
Take
Dan.
care.
Later, Dan.
Peace out.
Deuces. I can figure out how to get out of here. Oh, leave. That works. Oh.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Yeah, we had a parade yesterday at 3 o'clock. The King's Day, Mandy Milkshakers did. It's they do it every year, the first at 3 o'clock every year on King's Day. And I didn't go. I didn't go shoot it. I wasn't assigned to it. They assigned Ken, one of the other guys. And then last night the Fools of Misrule did their little deal up in Covington at 6 o'clock. And I was going to that one because it's just kind of pretty cool to go to. And they give out doubloons on the route. This is not one of them, but that's something like it. It's a coin that has their theme is bronze. They'll give out a bronze one. It's real heavy and everything of each year, and it's bigger. It's a lot bigger, and I've got them for the last couple of years. And I go out basically to take the pictures and get one of those because you never know what you're going to see at that. Because it's just a marching group and they march around about a half a mile, and they they've been drinking for all day. So it's going to be crazy. And it was getting down to 32 degrees last night. And I said, oh, hell no, I'm not going. The temperature stopped me. But I can remember shooting Mardi Gras Day a few years ago, and it was 38 degrees and raining the whole day. Didn't stop. It was raining so bad that we have big stands where people get into the Gallia Hall, and they have tarps that come down in front of it with all the Mardi Gras themes. And one of them had some of the twist ties that were holding it in place that were broken off. So I lifted the tarp back and got behind underneath the stand and was shooting through the gap. And one of the police officers comes walking over and said, "What you doing under here?" I said, I'm staying dry. And he said, "Yeah, move over." He got in there with me. He said, "I thought that's what you were doing." He said, "Let me get in here with you." Because nobody was in the street, so it was just us. So he come and got underneath there with me, and I shot my pictures from inside the underneath the overhang.
Cool.
But that was a cold, miserable day.
Sounds like it. Joe, I figured it out. My coworker lives in Kiln.
No, that's Kiln, Mississippi.
Yeah. Yeah, she's right
that's
on the
about another 20 minutes east.
yeah, looks like about 45 minutes from you.
Yeah, probably a little bit less. I could make it on a good day in about 30 minutes.
Oh, really? Okay.
And that's where Brett Favre lives.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he grew up in Kiln, Mississippi, and he still lives there.
Wow.
Yeah, if you go up, it's a little bit small town. And you go into Kiln, they got a couple of little diners up in there. Like, and if you go into one of them, you never know, you might come in and sit next to you.
Interesting. The little town I'm from in Arizona is where Val Kilmer is from. And I've met him a handful of times.
Well, when I was stationed at 29 Palms, California, there was a drive-in movie. And in the middle of the drive-in movie, I mean, straight middle of the place, about midway between where they did the projection and the screen, there was a little fenced-in area, which was about the size of about 4 automobiles. And it said private, like this. And I never knew what it was for. And one night I found out it was Clint Eastwood used to come out and watch movies, and he'd park his truck right in the middle of it and sit in the back of the truck, the bed of the truck.
Oh, really?
And watch the movies. And you can come over and talk to him all you wanted before the movies. He'd come up to the fence and talk to you, but when the movie started, he didn't want nobody to bother him.
Yeah. Hey, that's understandable.
And that was pretty cool. I've talked to him a few times.
Yeah, I would love to talk to him.
But I was at one of the casinos years back. We were eating at one of the buffets, and sitting next to me was Ken Stabler, who played for Oakland Raiders. And he had a stack about this high of crab legs he was eating. And I looked over and I saw him, and it was funny because nobody was paying attention to him. I turned around, looked at him, I looked back at him, and he looked over at me and he winked and he smiled, right? Because he knew I recognized him then. And my mother-in-law was a real big football fan. And I said, "Mommy, tell me who that is." And she looked over there and she goes, "Oh my God, that's Ken Stabler." I said, "Yeah, it is." Like that. And I said, "Don't bother him right now. He'd only bother till you said something."
Yeah.
Like that. So, because I've dealt with dignitaries all my life doing pictures. And you could tell if you can tell when you can talk to them, or it's not that they're being rude. Sometimes they just don't want to be bothered, and I can understand that.
Oh, yeah. No, just because of my previous work, I worked security and then law enforcement. I've actually dealt with a lot of celebrities. So
I did a lot of extras on movies here in Louisiana. And I was doing a campaign, the one with Aykroyd, Lithgow, and Will Ferrell. And I was one of the governors in one of the scenes. And we Lithgow and Aykroyd were right next to me. And I mean, his foot was on the table right next to me.
Yeah.
And they're doing a scene, and he said something, and I started laughing. And that was an opening door because it actually stopped the scene when I started laughing.
Oh,
I
really?
couldn't help it. I just couldn't help it. I
That's
put my head down. I
funny.
said, sorry, God, really sorry. Like that. And he started laughing because he knew what I was thinking. He
Yeah.
said, you were thinking about the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I said, well, was I?
Of course I
Like
was.
that. I said, now I'm in trouble because I'm going to start thinking about that the rest of the day. So we
Right.
did our scenes and we took a break and he was sitting in a chair and he was sitting in his chair and a couple of people walked over and started talking to him. And you could see the way he was looking at him, the body language. And I walked over and said, Mr. Aykroyd, one of the directors needs to see inside like that. And I said, let me show you like this. And I walked him inside and I was just getting him in, right? He said,
Mhm.
come on in with me like this. He said, I'm sure nobody wants to see me right now. I said, no, I knew you didn't want to be out there. He said, well, come sit and talk to me. We sat there and talked for about an hour,
Yeah, nice.
and he said, I appreciate it. And he put out a vodka. It's the skull. It has a big skull that is served in. It's like a bottle, looks like a
Mhm.
skull. And he did a deal here at a Sam's. And I actually was in the area when I heard it. I went and pulled in and went in there just to see it. My stuff was like $100 a bottle.
Mm.
And when he recognized me, we got to talking. He gave me a bottle.
Oh, nice.
But it was like, I said, well, if you're going to give me a bottle, you're going to have to autograph it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good deal.
Like that. Because he said, you came in to get a bottle. I said, I'm thinking about it. And he said, I'll give you one like that. So I went out and got a Sharpie and he autographed it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good actor. I've always liked him.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, watching him and Lithgow together, it was unbelievable because they'd mess up and he'd say, I'm sorry, I'm not being professional. The other one would say, no, it was me, I did it. And you could see the professionalism. I appreciate that, right? But there was one scene that we did where there was 1, 2, 3, 4 governors and them, and everybody else had to leave. And they got the camera was like right here
Mhm.
in front of it. And we're doing this scene, and it's just a couple of things they had to say. And it took 4 hours to get it right.
Wow.
And we're sitting there, and we got to sit at the table. We're all dressed up, and we just got to sit there. And they said, cut like this. They said, we got to do this. We got to change your socks. Socks is something about the socks are messing it up. And the socks were a little bit low, so they were seeing the skin. So they were
Oh,
giving him
wow.
longer socks. So he's changing his socks out, and this girl comes walking out the back room, and she's walking across, and she's got a robe. She's got a towel, just wrapped in a towel. That's all she's got,
Mhm.
and it was a thin towel. You couldn't see through it, but you could see what she had under it.
Yeah.
It was like a silk type of towel, and she comes walking in, and I pick my head up, and I'm going like that, and I'm following her, and Aykroyd went, and he looks at her. And he actually did a completely 360 watching her walking. And he turns around, and when she walks this way, we're both looking that way. And he looks down at me, and we both at the same time said, we're in the wrong scene. We said that. We're in the wrong scene. He
That's
fell
funny.
out. The director fell out. And he said, I want to know what scene she's in.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
Sam,
Don't know where she came from.
your audio is real low, Sam.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, we
Oh, not
discussed
this
this
one
like
again.
20 minutes ago.
If
It's
you
okay.
go into your audio set, into audio,
Well, my audio's all the way up. My mic is all the way up. Let me check.
is that in
something else
Zoom
out.
itself?
That's better.
I didn't change anything.
Yeah, because
Might be just closer to the mic.
Maybe. All right. So you guys can hear me okay now?
yeah.
Yep.
Okay. That's weird. I am using my headset, which I usually don't use, but
Well, I know sometimes if you're using a headset, does it have the mic that comes around?
yeah, it does.
And
It could
if
be
you
that.
don't have it just perfectly right next to your mouth,
Yeah.
it muffles.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes you have to go deep throat.
Yeah. So Sam, we had Drew Brees, New Orleans Saints. He was doing a grand opening at a Jimmy John's restaurant that he bought into. And he bought into Dunkin' Donuts and Jimmy John's, and they were next to each other. So they were having a live interview with them with WWL radio. And I got a call from the paper saying, go get a shot of him. Just go get a shot of him sitting there with the radio people. I said, okay. So I had met Drew gazillion times. So I walk out there and I'm not even trying to make myself known to taking a picture because I don't want to, there's a lot of people there. So I'm just sitting on the side and I did not even bring a camera. I used my phone to take this picture. So I get the picture. It looks good. I said, that's going to be good. And they're walking around handing out sandwiches and donuts and all this other stuff. So I'm sitting there and I'm getting ready to leave. And he gets eye contact with me and he motions to me to wait like that. So I'm sitting there waiting and he's taking pictures with all the fans in front of this thing and everything. So he comes walking to me and we start talking. We talk about 15 minutes. I haven't seen you in a while. All of this. I haven't seen you at the games. I said, too political. I don't go to the Saints games to shoot them anymore. I said, because you step on the line that they tell you to stay behind and somebody grabs you and pulls you back. You know, it's like, come on, leave me alone. I'm not going to be out on the field. You know, I'm trying to get a shot, but when people run out on the field, they don't say anything, you know?
Yeah.
So he's up there and he says, and we're standing by the thing and the guy taking the pictures looks over and Drew says, well, you want to get a picture together? And I went, no. No.
Hey, Frank.
No.
No, I'm good.
And it was the first time I ever told him that, I guess. And he just stopped and looked at me. I said, Drew, I said, I know you. I said, how many times we've been together like that? I said, I'd rather know you than have a picture with you. Don't mean anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
I said, I'm
Hello,
not
Jody.
I said, there'll be a day you and I get a picture together.
Yeah. What's that, Paul?
I'm saying hello to Joe Rizzo. That's Jody.
Jody, what's up?
All
But
right.
my son said,
Get about Frank.
you told Drew Brees no? I said, yeah, I did.
That's funny. Too funny.
Yeah, I did.
Well, guys, I think it's about time for me to jump off. I got to get some things done.
Yeah, I think we're gonna close her down.
Hey, Rob.
All right. Well, it was good seeing you all.
Okay, good seeing you too, Sam.
All right.
Joe, thanks for being here. Rob, sorry we're
Later.
missing you.
Hi, Rob. Bye, Rob. Nice meeting you.
David, we'll see you again later.
Yeah, we'll all be around.
Okay, yep.
Later, y'all.
Don't forget,
everybody.
Laura's live 7:00 UK time.
Yep. Laura's live 7:00 UK time, which is 1:00
Yeah, 5 hours behind you.
5 hours. Okay. All right.
And
Bye,
she'll,
Later.
everybody.
and she'll be sold.